Hello, hello, everybody. Why am I getting an echo? Hold on one second. Hello, hello, everybody. All right, maybe I'm just hearing an echo. But anyway, what's going on, folks? AJ, the CEO here. And I have not used this template. That's why it still has my old stuff. Oh, well, we're not doing any graphics. Let me turn off the... I turned my PlayStation on, but I don't even play it. All right, we'll just put it over to that. Hope y'all are doing well, folks. What is going on? You know how we do it. We haven't done it in a while. Actually, it's been since... I haven't done this since January, but hey, this is where it all started. This is church post-production, where I take y'all along and we do some teaching about how we do some video editing, clean up, and use all the footage that you recorded from your church service here. So you said my audio is low. It's mainly because I wasn't talking directly into it, but let me know how that is. All right, let me crank it up. I mean, I'm kind of hot. Hold on. I cranked it up as high as I could in vMix. Hold on. And I'll turn me up a little bit more on the Rodecaster. How's that sound? Hopefully that sounds better for you all. We got some fun going on today, folks. Let me get my desktop set up. I'm gonna be able to go through some of the stuff that y'all have if y'all have questions for me. But like I said, Advent Flame. See, you said you got some branding unlocked. Got a new logo. Awesome. Video streams. Hello, Francisco. Hello, Mike. Hello, Coach. What's up? You know who I am. What is going on? I didn't get a chance to share this like I normally do. I think I was clicking too fast. Let me actually do it. I got it everywhere except for Instagram and Facebook. I think I shared this already. Let me do it to the media group. And let me also do this on my other page. And then we get started. Like I said, folks, I am doing all of this with DaVinci Resolve. The stuff that I'm going over, technically, no matter what software package, video editing package that you're using, you can do. And I actually might show something new that I'm probably going to do as a standalone video here in a second. But let's go ahead and cut over. I think I got everything else on here. If I don't get to, well, this really isn't taking questions, but I mean, I will. You know, I'm here to help. If you have any questions, you can hit me up at questions@ajhomes.com. I will do my best to get back to you. Yeah, that stuff. I'm sorry. I haven't used this. I thought I had this template set in vMix, but it has all my old graphics and stuff like that. So all of the stuff you're normally used to, I don't have on this one, but we'll go from there. But anyway, let's cut over, and I have a little special thing that's going to appear right above my head when we switch over. That is in, where's it at? No, it went away. What happened? Oh, there it goes. That is our current subscriber count, folks. We are right around the corner from 50,000. Really excited about that. And for all those who were wondering, I did get the links fixed. So if you go to grow.ajhomes.com 50K giveaway, guess what? That link now works. Hooray! Finally got it working. So you can go there. You only have to enter once, folks. We're going to be giving away a 20x PTZ camera. And then we'll see if hey, I'm a man of my word. If that doesn't go through the way I planned for it to, we will get it done. But thank you so much. But anyway, enough of me blabbing. This is the recording of today's service at Signs and Wonders. So we are going to, and if you really want to see some other nerd stuff on the side, where's it at? Oh, I'm running out of space on my NAS. So I just ordered two 12 terabyte uh, drives so that I can have some more space. Let me show you. This is one of the NASs that I have. It's mainly just for data and stuff like that for media. So as you can see right now, I have half a terabyte available in, 5 terabytes available, but my drive that I drop all my media on is almost full. So let me come out of here. And I'm saying that because, this stuff starts to eat up. So this is my working drive that I'm doing this video on right now. That's the SSD that I just pulled from the ATEM from Signs and Wonders that goes back. But this is my normal drive. This is a 17.5 terabyte drive of nothing but footage of this year. And we just hit halfway through. So I need some more space. So we're going to be adding another 24 terabytes here Wednesday so we can have some more space here in the NAS. But anyway, that's how I organize my stuff. But let's get over here. I already copied this over. We're going to be doing some stuff here. Miss Congeniality, hello. And like I said, hopefully, if y'all have any questions, I would do my best. And again, I'm starting from scratch here with the stuff that's going on at Signs and Wonders. So whatever I'm building is being built from the ground up. So hopefully y'all can get something out of that. I don't have an intro and outro. I need to work on that for service and all this other stuff like that. I don't know if you saw my video. We're doing, hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. The super chat, really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And hey, I do what I can, folks. All I know is when I was starting this, there was very, very, very few people doing anything, especially focused on ministry. So I'm like, hey, if there isn't one that does it, why don't you do it? So that's where we're at. So thank you so much for the super chat. Now, I'm here in DaVinci Resolve. I have multiple databases. Some of these I need to go away because I'm not using them anymore. But I am using DaVinci Resolve Studio 18, the beta. You can do all of what I'm doing with the free version, all right? So I like to have my stuff organized. This is going to be this Sunday. And the mindset that I was talking to my folks here in the media at Signs and Wonders is that we want to use as much as we possibly can. We don't want to actually work harder than we have to, but we want to get as much as we possibly can out of what we got. So let's go over here to the media pool first. Let's go ahead and bring over my footage here. And another video that I'm working on, folks, I know I haven't done it here. That's the cruise. Yay! Did I do the zip line one? It's out here somewhere. I think that's when me and Sonia went out there. That was her. I took her on her first cruise, her friend from college, and she had a blast. And this is the same places we're going to. Anybody who's wants to come along with us for the e-missionary cruise. This is the zip line here. Yep. I'm telling y'all got to come along. Y'all got to come along. It was a blast. Beautiful weather, everything. I think I'm dragging this out. So this was 3 zip lines here. I know I'm not talking about church stuff yet, but hey, this is the cruise that we're going to be talking on. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of the day. Anyway, enough about that. If I can get. So anyway, that's coming soon. But anyway, let's get back to what we're doing. So we're gonna come over here and we want to utilize as much as we possibly can through our service. So what I want to do is this is the entirety of the service. Now we're gonna start chopping up the service as well too. So we're gonna be doing that in a live stream. But let's look at this is the entirety of the whole thing, and we don't want to drag this out too long. So I'm actually gonna cut this right here at the beginning because we don't need all this intro for who's going to be watching because they want to get right to it. So I'm going to cut that section out. Let's start playing it. All right, so they actually are praying in right there. So I'm going to fade this in. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to fade this in for, I don't know, 2 seconds, something like that. Because the best thing when you're doing this stuff and you're recording, do everything as best as you possibly can live so it's less editing that you have to do. Right now, we're not doing lower thirds, so I'm going to have to add those in. But ideally, I want to get them to the point where I don't have to add this stuff after the fact. And I can see I need to cut this some more because I didn't realize how far we went in. So let's drag this to here. Very good. So I'm going to get rid of all of that. So we jump right into it. So as you can see, the audio and sounds like the audio is going in and out. Let me see if I can switch over so y'all can hear the audio directly instead of the speaker. Send this to the road. All right, so it is coming through here, but I don't know what's going on with the audio. Let me know. Can y'all hear the audio? Oh, I had it on dim lower. Let's do it again. All right, hopefully I think y'all can hear that audio. Please let me know if you can hear it because I'm going to be doing the editing from here. So I don't know what's going on with this section right here. Okay, I think what was happening is some headphones were trying to be plugged into the ATEM, and I think the audio cable coming from my X32 came loose. So that's not something I necessarily want to have. So we're going to just creatively, we're going to split this so that we go and not have anybody who's watching have to deal with that. So what I'm going to do, let's find where we faded in at. So we end, let's zoom in a little bit more. Okay, Francisco, you said y'all can hear. Awesome. All right, because this is the Rodecaster 2, so I'm still playing around with this. So we're fading in from right here. That's what we're doing. So what I want to do is catch it right here. And we're going to cut out that section and just jump right here. All right, so I just selected that part and hit delete, and that gets rid of the section and then jumps everything forward. So now I'm gonna right click here. We're gonna fade this for 24 frames. Why is it doing it in 24? I recorded, hold on. This messed up my stuff. I need to do a new format because it did it in 24 frames a second and we don't do that. We record at 1080p 60. So let me go back and do that again. Select all, copy, paste. There we go, that's better. So now let's go back and do the same thing we were just doing. We're gonna fade this in. All right, so I need to cut that a little bit more because I want it to be right when they transition in, it goes into the audio. Now I'm actually gonna do this a little bit differently. All right. I'm going to unlink these parts, get rid of this, and I'm going to take this and layer it on top of it. And then we're going to just fade that out. Put it on the wrong side. I want to fade this out and hide everything else. So if we play it, we're using the audio that was right. All right, this works. So we're going to fade this. So now, when it goes,
Come on, sing Jesus.
all right, so there we go. That's at the beginning. Now, with DaVinci Resolve has a little awesome feature that you probably have seen I've been doing on my videos for quite a while. So we're going to come here, and this is what we're going to, I'm going to take a little bit longer to fade that in. That's going too fast. So I want to say this is praise and worship. So I'm going to hit the M key, or you can hit this one right here. Does the same thing, marker. I'm going to hit M, and that's going to make a marker. If you hit it twice, it will open up a dialog box. And I want to say this is praise and worship. So what's going to happen is when we export this, it's going to extract those time codes. And if you're uploading to YouTube, it will automatically put them for you, and you don't have to do it. So there we go.
Come on, sing
Jesus, Jesus, be thou glorified. All right, so that's all the way here. We can guesstimate from where the music speakers go down. Why'd the audio just drop? All right, the audio dropped. That's not cool. So we're going to come back here and level out this audio as well. I get using the blade tool right here just to cut this section. And it sounds like all the audio just dropped, like off the cliff. What in the world happened? I wasn't there. I think I went back to Antioch to grab something. So we got to play around this. I cut this section, and I'm going to right click on here, and then I'm going to normalize the audio levels. And sometimes it gets it good because I want to match where we just came from. So let's drop this section down just a little bit to match. All right, so if we come in here, and let's see how, listen how that sounds transitioning. See, it just jumped in audio. I don't want that. So let's see if we can do a fade here. So it's a nicer transition from the audio levels. See, didn't even hear it right there. So that's good. And now I'm just going through and balancing out the levels. G. Albert wants to know, AJ, wow, thanks for sharing your editing secrets to create markers that will also translate to YouTube. I wonder if this Q-tip will also work with other video editing tools. I'm not 100% sure because this was added at the beginning of version 17 in DaVinci Resolve. I used to manually go through the timeline and do this, and this actually saves a lot of time. Now, let me show you one of these power moves right here. I was showing some people at church today. I talked about this. This is a secondary app that I'm going to do another video on, and I'm going to use this for an example. Let me jump over here to a part where pastor is preaching. And this audio just completely went out. What in the world? Let me take a section of this and I'm going to amplify it, and let me see if I'm getting anything on that. So I'm just going to turn this one up. So it's there, but it is really, really low.
Because the day is going to be a different day. For a lot of people, the day is going to change your lives. It's really going to be a momentous time.
All right, so I'm liking this section. So let me show you a little tool. I've talked about it before, Descript. Descript is a powerful, powerful tool. So what I'm going to do, I need to get a short video so that I can do this, because let me actually do this. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to make a new timeline. Let's put it in the, I don't know why it keeps going to 24. I don't want that. I'm going to take this little section that my pastor has. It should be really, really short. I'm going to show you how powerful this is. This is especially for ministries. If you want to get into TikTok, you want to get into Reels, you want to get into stories, all this other stuff. This right here, this tool, I need to get an affiliate for Descript, because I think after I show y'all this, you're going to love this one. So let's render this out real quick. And if I was doing this, this is where you would check this off. Check markers. It will turn this into timestamps on YouTube if I was doing that, but I'm not going to upload this. And when rendering in DaVinci Resolve, you link your accounts, it will upload it directly to YouTube for you as well. All right, so let's render this real quick. It shouldn't take that long. I think I grabbed 6 minutes, so hopefully that's a lot. But while we're doing that, hey, folks, I just want to say, everybody, hello. Thank you for doing there. Mike. Some other people talking about it. Yep, Descript. Yes, it is. Descript. I'm telling y'all, if y'all have not seen Descript, it's going to be awesome. Audio's the bane of my existence. We had issues today with stuttering today. Our Windows audio subsystem had a fit. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I think ours was today that a cable was loose. Lightning struck and messed up a whole bunch of stuff at Signs and Wonders. I had to get a brand new ATEM. Found out today that some of the both of my HDMI splitters are dead, so I couldn't send anything out to the TVs. So I just ordered some new replacements. But yeah, a lot of fun stuff. I got to get back on the ladder and get on the balcony and replace something up there as well too. But yeah, yes. Descript is super, super dope, and I'm about ready to show you it once this video renders. All right, so we're done. So let me show you what this is. Descript has an online component, and it has a downloaded component. I am using the downloaded one. For what I'm getting ready to do, you have to. All right, so we're going to open up Descript, and I'm going to make, and I gave away my secret. We're going to do a new project here, and I'm going to do Signs and Wonders. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to import the video that I just rendered of my pastor preaching. And it's going to say, who is talking? I'm going to say David Taylor. So we're going to give it a few seconds and watch the magic, folks. I'm telling you, once you see this, and well, actually, I'm going to show you another tip that you can do on top of this that's going to change the game. For if you're using anything, this is one of those tools that honestly, it's worth the $15 to $30 a month for this. Once I show you this, it's gonna make your ministry, allow your ministry to reach a whole bunch more people. And I've been guilty. I haven't been doing this like I wanted to. Did you see that? It just translated everything that was done in the video. And it looks like Comcast is playing around again with my internet. What in the world? The ATEM's cache is going up. I might need to have this as a secondary backup. What in the world? I'm going to see if I can drop the connection here. Yeah, I'm sorry if it's stuttering, folks. Comcast, my ATEM cache is going up crazy. Now it's dropping. Comcast is out of control. Anyway, as y'all can see, what just happened, it just transcoded everything that my pastor was saying. All right. So if we play it now, where's the play?
Because the day is going to be a different day. For a lot of people, the day is going to change your lives. It's really going to be a momentous time when you're going to be able to look back in your life. You know, we always have those moments when we can look back and say, I remember when this happened, and I remember when, and this is going to be one of those days.
Now, do you see how powerful this is? First off, it translated everything. Now, they do have some other stuff. Now, this is one of the powerful things right here. You see this and the spaces right here? We can come in here, right-click, remove filler words. And I want to remove them for all. And that just got rid of everything. So if I come down here now and play.
This is going to be one of those days. This is a Sunday that God has really carved out all time, but something special about this Sunday.
So let's go to here. Let's go to this one.
So what you did, read the whole, all the way there from one.
So sometimes it works great, sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't have that much of a transition, but this is meant for something small. So you can get a short section, maybe 60 seconds or shorter, 30 seconds, 15, 30, 60 seconds, and use these as footage that you can use. So honestly, you would tilt it, you know, so it's vertical, which is against something I normally don't do. But you can do this. But this is another thing you can do. You can render the entire video, let it transcode, and then do something like this. Let's say we copy this, and I need a new browser. You can come over here, and then you can first add better subtitles to your videos. But then you could also go up here to Google Translate, and now you can have a different language translated for your live stream. That right there can open the door to so much other stuff. So I've done this on a few of my videos. Give me 1 second to bring it up. I need to see which one I actually did first. But just imagine, you know, just that simply, just with that tool, you can translate and have other your content available in different languages. Not even just different languages, but available for those that have difficulty in hearing. You can have text, and because I mean, honestly, the ones that YouTube does is not the greatest, but this one you can actually go through, and this is not one that I did. I'm looking for one of the videos that I used this translation on. I thought it was that one. Let's see. Because you can come in here under your subtitles, and then you can add different languages in here. So like right now, I'm using TubeBuddy. This is showing different languages that I'm using. So I can say I come in here and I want to change this to Hindi. So I could copy this and submit this as subtitles. They can go for your different, you know, for your live stream or whatever like that. So really powerful. So inside of this, this is a video editor. I did this as, I need to change the format of this because I think this was left over when I was doing vertical footage right here. But that's something that you can do if you just want to take some highlights of what your pastor is doing, of what they're preaching or whatever, you can use the script to translate it. And then at least it gets you 98% of the way instead of you, because I've done this before where I've sat down and typed out what people have done. I've had videos doing it. I've used Google's voice recorder to translate it. And this is a service that's using AI to do that stuff as well too. But we got a question here. Back to G. Albert. Since today was a holiday weekend, our A team was not at church today. Media team forgot to engage audio from the church to live stream. All we heard was passive audio, maybe from a can. Hey, that has happened many a time. Then question, today during Sunday school, the teacher's audio volume was good, but some of the others on Zoom blew us away. For post-production, will this tool level out audio volume? Well, it all depends. Like when I'm doing the editing that I'm doing right now, that is just balancing out overall. Now, we did this during our church e-missionary conference, which is coming up soon. I think we're working on this one. It's going to be October 22nd. But Chuck Taylor actually taught on DAW. And the idea for me, this is like when I record right now, I'm using the Rodecaster. When I record my stuff, I have multiple mics, all the inputs that are coming in. I record as a multi-track recording. So if I cut back over here and show you one of the recordings that I did recently, I don't think I moved it yet. All right, so like the Bible study video that I have, this is the audio and it's recorded in multiple tracks. So if I had an issue, I could balance each individual track itself. When it gets into DaVinci Resolve and the way that I have it right now, that is just an overall recording of everything mixed together. So if the audio is bad, from there, garbage in, garbage out. One thing with the X32 that I need to do is actually have a thumb drive hooked up to it and then record a multi-track for the recording. And then that will help me go back and edit it after the fact if we had any issues like that. But these are one of those things that you want to, as best as possible, get that stuff fixed so that you don't have to come here and do that, because that's going to be a pain to try and come back behind and do that. All right. Hopefully that answers your question. Brandon here. Thank you also, Brandon, for the super chat. Appreciate it. We had a copyright claim about a video that we used that was a first. The video was supposed to be royalty free. That's what is said on Shutterstock. Well, see, the issue that you have with that stuff is, and that's what I had in mind. Let me see if we can go back and let's do some sleuthing to see if we find some stuff, because I want to keep my blood pressure down, because I just have an issue with stupid. Meaning that when I got nonsense claims and all this other stuff. All right, so let me see. I'm going to go to Signs and Wonders. Well, actually, no. Let me go to this other ministry that I've helped, because they get their stuff hit all the time, and it's on hymns, which makes me sick. I get tired of it. Excuse me. Let me not say it makes me sick. All right, so let's go to them. All right, right here. They got a copyright claim. Let's see what the copyright claim is on. The Shepherd Song and You Are Good. Like, but this is, I really hope, let's play it.
Lord, you are good and your mercy
They
endure
are
and forever.
They are playing it live and they're singing it. How in the world is Latin author, Brazil, and all this other stuff claiming them? And again, I'm not trying to be mean when I say this. The way they're singing it, it does not sound like the recording. It's not words put up. There's nothing for that. And that's why this frustrates the daylights out of me. So I'm going to go ahead and dispute this. This is, how would I put this? Significantly transform the content claimed in this video. This video is protected by fair use, fair dealing. I would say yes, under fair use. And how am I going to record this? I'm just going to say type. This was a cover song because it definitely was not the original. Yeah, I would say cover song. This was done live by a band and choir without any lyrics or pre-made material for a church service. Check all this off. I'll submit this under the person that's there, under the media ministry there. And then let's see what the other one is claiming from Peer Music Erasure. See, this is what I'm going back to what you're saying, Brandon. First off, YouTube and Facebook have no way of vetting, do these people actually own this stuff? I could register anything right now and it will just scan it and look for anything. Like I've done that. People have uploaded videos of mine and it matches it. And I get a notification and I can say, I want to claim it, do a takedown notice, do a strike. I have the right to do that. But let's see what this is.
I am your shepherd. Why aren't you following me?
That's what they're claiming? Anyway, again, we're going to dispute this for the exact same reason. And it's just nonsense that the system that's in place that's doing this stuff is completely broken. Because I doubt the actual owners of the music, the gospel artists that made this, would want to be like, oh, no, you can't use our songs. It's nonsense. So that was video. And then here's live. Let's see what they got on there as well, too. Hey, Mike, thank you. You said it's grayed out for him? That's strange. Let me see if I can make a change here. Yeah, well, the way I got it now, Mike, is no one can leave a comment on this live stream unless they've been a subscriber for 5 hours. So if he's going through a church channel or something like that, then yes, it would be grayed out for him. That was to get all the knuckleheads off of here. But thank you for that. All right, so let's see. They got another one here that was from last Sunday. Give me a clean heart. Really? The hymn? See, this. Ooh. All right, let's look up something real quick. Give me a clean heart. So let's look at this. When was this song done? Copyright by Earl Pleasant Publications. Let's see. That doesn't look like Earl Pleasant Publications. And then let's see. Is this song in the public domain? See, this is the stuff you have to look up so that people can not claim what they're claiming. So this is by copyright is under them, not this other company. So let's do this as well too. Let's look these up. Even though this is supposed to be post-production, obviously this is getting on my nerves. Music is the reason we exist. Yeah, and you're a straight liar. Let's see. A bizarre claim was name looked normal, but I decided to do a check and found the real name. Yeah, so you see a bunch of people doing this. It's Polaris Music Hub from Sweden. Really? So y'all have to be empowered to know what you're going through. So what I'm gonna do is come in here and let's see. Give me a clean heart. Public domain. Because once you find that the song's in public domain, it's over. They have no claim at all, and they're just straight lying, trying to manipulate stuff. Because the point of them doing this is hopefully that they can do it to so many people that they can get the ad revenue from it. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to fight it this way. So I'm going to copy who made the song and everything. Let's go back here. And yes, we're going to dispute this. And we're going to dispute it this way. So we come in here, and I see your comments on my side view. I'll get you here in a second. This is a cover song. This claim is, well, maybe if I spell fraudulent right. It's fraudulent as the song was made by and is copyrighted to as of 1970, arranged by in 1969, and is actually published by them. So let's see, catch me in the future on how this goes. Because most of the time when you give them real information like this, the people drop it because they have to, after you push back, they have a right to say, oh, I'm going to accept what you're saying or not. And then you have another action of saying, hey, what do you want to do with it? Do you want to take them to court with it? Because YouTube doesn't want to have their hands on it at all. If you decide to take them to court, they will lose. Because all you have to do is like, do you actually own the song? No. And most of the time, they try to intimidate you. But again, I'm not a lawyer. Don't take this as legal advice. I know enough about music that I wrote a song that is registered in the Library of Congress under my name. And I had a company try to say that they own the rights to it. I'm like, use a lie. But anyway, let me get over to the comments y'all got going on here. I'm so very glad I'm not enough. Yeah, I knew it. That would be the reason why. Robert, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Derek, what's going on, cuz? How did everything go at church? Parker, hello, hello. Mike, any good workflows to making DVDs? I'd love to use DaVinci Resolve makers to export chapters. Well, it all depends, and it depends on what type of app you're using. I haven't had to make DVDs in quite a while, but I still have access to DVD Architect, which is the app that I used to use, well, I still use, to make DVDs if I have to do them. So let's do a little experiment because mainly the markers inside of here, I don't know if you can import them or not. Because like I said, I haven't had to make DVDs in quite a while. It's hanging. Awesome. But anyway, we'll get back to the script. Be on the lookout. I'm gonna make a separate video for this as well too, because if you're trying to get all do multiple streams of ministry that we're talking about, TikTok, Instagram, Reels, all that sort of stuff, which again I'm working on doing myself. This is one of those tools that makes it easy, because if not, Instagram does have a way that if you do your video under 15 seconds, it will do, you select captions and it will do that automatically for you. But again, that's 15 seconds. If you want to do long form video, that's something you might want to do. All right, so this is a graduation from last year. Let's go to this. So these are the markers, and I don't know if you can actually add them like that. Yeah, Mike, you gave me some. Oh, wait a minute, load markers. And the reason, got an error, so I can't go any further from that. But it does let you do it. I need to see about that. And you see, I shouldn't have looked at this, folks. Like, what in the world is this? Mir render vive. That's not even the right song. See, it's like anybody can register this stuff. That's why it's so infuriating. Let me do this one real quick so I won't be on here. Cover song. The song claimed is not the hymn that is being performed in church. I'll just do that real quick. There's nothing needs to be explained. I wish I had the song, because that sure ain't it. And I remember getting hit by that before. It was talking about you're using Amazing Grace. Dag nabbit, Amazing Grace is in a public domain, and then they tried to say no, it's Carrie Underwood's version. Man, dude, shut up! Oh my gosh, like so eager to make a buck, and it's just it's just downright stupid. Nah, I'm going on a rant now. Cut back over here while I'm bringing up DaVinci Resolve, and we continue what we were doing. DaVinci Resolve. Let's check out. Derek was saying, church went well. We had a guest from DC that inquired about the setup. Look for a possible new client. Hey, well, thank you. Quincy here. This is the guy. I need to find a picture. I was at the airport coming back from vacation, and I had my e-missionary shirt on, and somebody was like, AJ? And I was like, yeah. And then we sat there and talked for quite a minute. Like I said, that is humbling. Let me get over here. There he goes. Caught me in the airport. So thank you again. Like humbled is the best thing I can say. Trying to do some things Wednesday for midweek service. Awesome. So that's him, folks. Caught me there in Florida airport in Orlando. So I'm a nice person to come up to and you talk. Don't do nothing stupid. Back to Brandon. Are multi-DVD writers worth it? We have some of other members asking. They don't YouTube their words, not mine. Well, this is, Brandon, this is the reason why I built the system right here behind me. And I can't lift it up here. What can I do so you can see it? Hopefully I don't drop it. That blue system right there on the floor is why I did that. I actually just got a computer and had multiple DVDs inside the system, DVD burners in the system, and that's why I made mine. I forgot the app that I use, but it allows you to burn multiple copies at the same time. And I mean, you don't need a fast computer to do that either. That's what I use for that. And I actually took one of the drives out because I actually gave it to someone else. So I need another drive. But that tells you how that was for the graduation that I did last year when people requested DVDs. But that's what I would put into it instead of buying one of those DVD burners, because you need to have a computer anyway to make it. And instead, why not just have a computer that has other drives? Because like we had one, but that thing has been collecting dust because it hasn't been used in like 5 years. Why put the money into that when you can just put it into a computer that could get the parts to make DVDs for the rare occasion that you need to make them, and then you can use that system for something else as well too. So like that's my test system when I just be testing different stuff, and that's the one that I drop software when people are asking me to test out different software that I don't want to put on my main system. That's what I use. Back to Mike. We do DVDs every week for people who can't watch the live stream and use SneakerNet. All right. Back to Derek. Glad to see you enjoying yourself, getting well-deserved rest. What is this rest thing that you speak of? Because I'm getting ready to go on another cruise in August. Right now, I'm a tour guide. Right now, I'm taking a whole bunch of friends who've never been on a cruise, and I actually just hit my diamond level in Royal Caribbean. So I've gone on 15 cruises. I'm getting ready to go on. Then we got the E-Missionary cruise this next year. So, hey, we're going to have a blast, folks. I really recommend y'all come. All right, so we got all of this open now. DaVinci Resolve should be open. And we can get back to what we were doing. Let's go. All right, so let's go back over to the timeline that we were working on. The mindset is you recording that entire service. How can you chop it up? So first off, what we can do is have just the sermon by itself that can be uploaded by itself. So let me show you how easy that is. We got to get through the audio issues here. I'm going to segment this out. We're going to crank up just that section.
That responsibility that comes with it. Decision making makes your life.
Now, the other thing is you need to learn the vocal profile of whoever's going to be on the mic. Everybody doesn't always talk the same. And Pastor Taylor, he starts soft and then he gets louder, but ultimately he doesn't get super, super loud.
For a lot of people, the day is going to change your lives.
All right, so I need to find, all right, so right about here. And actually, I'm just going to slide this over, and you see how much louder that is?
You are in our lives.
Because the musicians were going in.
Into Sunday morning. Experiencing some great things. If you don't mind.
I want to find the beginning of this.
All right, have your seats, sisters and brothers. Let's
all right, so I'm going to start right there. So this is the...
get into the word today.
That's the sermon, and we want to get to right when it's wrapping up.
Depended upon us making this, somebody said, a hard decision.
So I'm just going to use to say this is the ending. So I'm going to take this entire section. Now, if we were now what I used to do is live stream the entire service, take it down or make it unlisted, and then edit it and then upload that as the replacement so that we have lower thirds and all this other stuff. So say I like DaVinci Resolve because it has stuff built in. So let me go in here and say I'm going to take this lower third, and there's some new ones that I actually use that I like, which are similar to the ones that you've seen me use on my channel. So I'm going to take this one, and then let's zoom in here.
Get into the word today.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first, because of all the colored background, it's kind of hard to see. So I'm going to take that up. I'm going to add a solid black background behind this. And look, you can see it so much better now, right? But you can't see Pastor. So we're going to crop the top of this down. to right here. And then I'm going to crop the bottom up to right here. And let's take this one a little bit. All right. And then I'm going to make this black bar a little translucent like that. The opacity, just so you can see through it. All right. And then let's come back here. I'm going to click on the text layer, go to title, and we're going to say this is, and I need to ask Pastor how he wants his name here. So this is not going to be official, but I'll just say something like that. And then Pastor Signs and Wonders Ministries. All right. Now, I would hope y'all have, if you have colors, different brands of colors for your ministry, get the hex codes for those. So that way everything is the same. This is the hex code for what we got on ours. So I'm going to use, oh, actually I got it already saved. Yay. So we got that. And then I'm going to change the text to this. So now if we play it,
Let's get into the word today.
and wow, that volume just dropped crazily fast.
All right, have your seat, sisters and
All right, I'm going to fade this in. Well, this is just temporary. If this was a standalone video, I would do this separately because I would do way more editing on this. But
all right, have your seat, sisters and brothers. Let's get into the word today.
see, it just pops up. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go to the corner here, and I'm going to just do a little fade. Or you can just click this and hit Control T, and it'll put a fade in and fade out on both. And I move those to the outsides, and I change it to 1 second. So now, when it comes
have
in,
your seat, sisters and brothers. Let's get into the word today.
so you see that? It faded in.
The Bible declares that heaven and earth shall pass away.
See that? I would do all of that video stuff like that, and it will move over. So let me see. I see some comments here. Derek is saying, my cousin saying he's editing now. Brandon, yeah, you can. I mean, you can. It is very simple. It's just a software that you will use. You're looking for software that specifically can burn to multiple ones. I mean, it's just a computer. You can do it in Linux if you really, really, really want it to be free. But I mean, honestly, you can download Windows 11 and it doesn't cost you anything. You're just going to have that not registered in the lower right-hand corner. That doesn't affect anything. So if we did that real quick for you, Brandon, if I was building something, because again, it doesn't take a lot to do that. I haven't been to New Egg in a minute, but no, I don't want to log in with that. You know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use a Ryzen 3 because you don't need anything super powerful for this. 260 for man, y'all are crazy. You can get a higher speed processor at that price. Let's look at processors only. I said processors only, and it still is giving me motherboards and stuff. And we only want brand new. No, see, these are way too overpriced, all of them. So let's do a Ryzen 5, because at that point, for the amount of what you're going to be paying, it's no point. So I'll say 5600G, because then that way you don't have to buy a graphics card either. See, a 5600G is 189, and then a three generation one that's too old is going for 100. No. So we'll go with this. Let's add a motherboard. We don't need a big hard drive. So honestly, ships from Canada, ships from China. No, we want this to ship from America so we can get it a little bit faster. And again, I don't need it to be. This is I'm trying to get the most budget friendly, cheapest one for you there. So we'll go with this Western Digital because it's not going to be a lot on here. Man, if it don't stop asking me to log in. All right, and then we need a B550 micro ATX. Sorting by price. Most likely it's going to be the same board that I've used before. I don't do refurbished. We're going to do brand new. I'll go with this ASRock one, but I've had some not so great luck with these. So I'm just going to do this from a price standpoint. Now we need a case that can actually, what's that? Maybe 500 watt PSU. Get this one. Come on. $16 gigs of DDR4, 3200. $59. That's good. We add that. So now, what you're saying, Brandon, we need to have a DVD burner. And I keep moving this mic because I haven't made it tight enough for the arm to not fall. So like we can get these Asus ones for like $22. Is there a cheaper one? We'll just go with this one, this $22 one. And say we'll go with 3 of those if there's no limit. Now the main difficulty is going to be can we find a case that actually has that many slots available? And we're looking for 5 1/4 slots. I want 3 of them. Let's sort it by price again. So we're going. All right, so we'll go with this. Oh, that's back ordered. All right, so we got 3 slots in here for the front. And let's see what it's going for. Because again, we can download Windows for free. So there you go, $574 without tax. And that's everything to do your own DVD burner that can be used for other stuff as well too. So if we just happen to look up a DVD replicator, $723. 3 burner is $132. And here's a typical one. It's going for multi-disc. That's $452. Like I said, I wouldn't do that because right there we have a whole system that can burn 3 discs right there, and you have a whole computer. So hopefully that helps. I know I took a long time to go from that, but hey, Brandon asked, so there we go. Let me jump over to G. Albert's question here. Interesting. I worked with our old current media team to digitize services from the past 5 years. Painfully slow process, especially if you want the timestamp. Will this tool work? Yes. Yes, it will. Honestly, if you were doing that, I would just take the video and, well, you said it's going to be an issue with digitizing it. Going from analog to digital is always going to be in real time unless you find something that goes faster. But using that tool to do timestamps, yes, that would help. But at that point, you're still going to be looking at it and then tacking off the time. Norm, what is going on? Hello. Back to Derek. I just added a lower third for the guest name to the video a minute ago. Awesome, awesome. Another question here. With your timestamp maker, can you also label the marker and translate both time and subject title at the same time? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And one reminder for the others on the live stream with YouTube, you need to start. Yes, you have to start it at 0, 0 before anything will work with it. That is correct. So if I go to back to one of my recent videos, I think the one I just did the other day, actually this morning before I went to church. Let me show you how that looks. All right, so here, this is how, these are the timestamps that were generated by DaVinci Resolve. All of this is what I put in after it, all right? So that just makes it easier. So if I went to the video, and you see right there, I stuttered. I thought I cut that part off, but I didn't. But my timestamps are now right here. So if I click here, there we got some other stuff. Now, I'm also in a beta right now for YouTube that actually allows different type of greater search. It expands on this chapter stuff. I can't talk that much about it, but it's really cool. It's only on the phone, on mobile, but other stuff will be pretty cool in the future. Otis, I see. Yeah, we changed it up. Now it was Otis. The issue was I had put a stipulation that you had to have been a subscriber of mine for 5 hours before you can leave comments. That was just stopping the people from getting there. No one wants to know, have you ever used a Tenvo PTZ camera? No, I have not. I've seen them. I haven't had a reason to order one, but no, personally, I have not. All right, let's get back over here. Now, some other tips I would give y'all, even if you're not doing YouTube, have some type of outro at the end and leave it for 20 seconds because that allows, if you are uploading your content to YouTube, that will allow you the time you see at the end of my videos. If you watch all the way to the end, it gives you a placeholder for your subscribe, see next videos and stuff like that. Don't miss out on opportunities that the tools are trying to push people to see more stuff. You got great stuff that is coming up, put something at the end. So like right now, let's go back over to Signs and Wonders. Back up here. Manager of that channel. So, for example, let's look at this live stream that we did today. And this is what I was editing, but we're going to do this differently. So first, let's go backwards. If you have not done this, please do this on your channel and save yourself some time. Go to settings under the studio and then go to upload defaults. Set your stuff here. So that way every video is done in the future, you're already done. So we got our slogan here, seeking God, sharing the gospel, serving people. Pastors David and Laura Taylor. I added the timestamps there, so I have a placeholder. So I need to come in here and save myself some more time and just do start. So every time a video comes in after that, we're already ready. What I like to do is use XX right there. So I have a copy and paste that I can do more for the later. We put our website on there, all of our social media presences here, address, and then we start using hashtags. And then also we have stuff down here on our tags. I have the same thing on my channel. Save yourself some time and do that. So that way, when you upload a video, it is already there and you don't have to do it again. All right, so right here. So we have our timestamps here, and again, it has not finished processing. So we're just gonna find different sections inside of here. So why is the video not scrolling forward? So we find that that's one service, praise and worship, stepping down. And right here, that's 2556. So right here, we'll come in. Let's copy this one. 2556. I'm going to do this as announcements. Let's spell it right, AJ. Announcements. All right, let's save. And I mean, it's instant once that change is made. So let's refresh. And you'll see. Oh, did I pick the wrong time? I must have picked the wrong time. Oh, was it 2656? I think it was 2656. Yes, it was. So let's correct that. 2656. Now let's refresh it. All right, so there we go. So we can go back into here. So this would be, I don't know why YouTube is not scrubbing the footage right. So this is 3730. This is where we're going to say, use the same thing. 3730. This is the sermonic selection. And yes, it seems like this is time consuming, but you want this to be, you don't want to have somebody who's watching your video have to hold them hostage before they can get to the part where they want to. Sometimes, hey, does it matter if somebody watches the entire video from beginning to the end? Yeah, you would love to do that, but do you want people to be engaged in watching your content? And if you make it easy for them to get where they need to, that's great. So right here, I want to get to right to where pastor starts to preach. So that's not even going to be till 56:14. So I would just say 56:14, 56:14 sermon. So that way somebody can, now, especially if you use the tags, you can actually use a timestamp and link that to wherever. So if you're sharing this with on social media, you can copy that link directly to where somebody is. So you can come here and say copy at the current time. And then if somebody does that, if we open up this and paste it, see, it's adding that T equals 3376. I think that's milliseconds or whatever. Don't quote me on that. But then it will jump directly to that. So you could always do those splits with the timestamps and then link it later on social media so people can go directly to it. Back to Norm. He was saying, have you ever used a CCTV joystick? Honestly, Norm, a lot of the joysticks I use have the ability to control CCTV joysticks because the protocol for the most part is the same. Most of those are on Visca or maybe Pelco. And if they support that, then yes, you can use it. All right, we got that. All right, and back to G. Albert here. Comment, AJ, let me know if this approach to live stream or worship service is recommended. Let the live stream go out in real time, then use the tool to update for replays. That's how I was doing it at Antioch, and I might transition Signs and Wonders in that same way as well. I had to sneeze and then it went away. It's going to come back here in a second. Excuse me. It all depends. For me, we're actually getting ready to transition more. We're working at to where we're going to have remember when I did a video talking about the hybrid service? We're actually making moves to do that so that folks would be hosted somewhere else. So that same Bible study studio that we're setting up, that will be the hosting. So what's going to happen is either we'll use the HDMI that's going to the TV in the conference room. That will be a feed that's going into an ATEM, so we can switch over to that. Or we're going to have the ATEM Mini Extreme in the sanctuary stream to a streaming bridge, which is connected to the ATEM. Either one. Just have to find a path of what we want to do. But I have goals for where our ministry is going to go. But again, I don't expect that to happen tomorrow. I need to get everybody up to speed to where they're comfortable. Right now, I don't have anybody that's video editing there. I want to do that because when I was at Antioch, I was doing all of that. I don't want to repeat everything being on my shoulders. And I understand, y'all, if you're in a media ministry and you're doing everything yourself, your main priority, if there was one I could give you, is to duplicate yourself. You do not want everything to be falling just on you, because you will burn out. You will. Now, this was going to be a Sunday chat, but I wanted to do this as a work because I had to do video editing for this anyway as well. So yeah, I think that's mainly it. I'm just going to keep going through just in the video and then doing timestamps where everything is, and then going through, and then ultimately what I would do, back to what you're saying, let me rephrase this. The plan is to not do this, what I'm doing right now. The idea is to let the entire live stream go live, and then let me see if I can actually do it and show you. So if we go live here, and I need to make this for next Sunday anyway. We do stream, we're going to use the same, reuse these settings. This is going to be for the 10th. My timestamps are there. So I'm going to have this here, but then I'm also going to do this. Do my outro there, and I'll add this to the defaults. So we got this all set up. All right, we got our tags and all this other stuff here. Now, what I was talking about before, if you had subtitles, that's where you could add this. Well, not live, but you take that back. That's afterwards. All right, so this is the setting that I've changed on my stuff here. If you're having issues, you can switch it to subscribers and then 5 minutes. This is where I changed mine to a custom. You had to be here for like 5 hours or something like that before you can leave comments. That can help slow some people down. You can slow down how fast people can leave comments, but I'm not going to do that for here. And then this is going to be public next Sunday. This is going to be at 10:45. All right, so let's go into the settings to go based off of this. So first, I want this to auto start. I want it to auto stop once we stop. And then this is the setting right here. Unlist the live replay once the stream ends. So Facebook had a little bit more control. Facebook, I was able to let mine unpublish after maybe 2 hours after the live stream is over. That gave me enough time to do this editing. So the idea is this will become unlisted. It's still going to be there. You just can't do anything. Nobody else can watch it. So I'm recording the service. Everybody's watching it live. Within 2 hours or whatever time you undo it, I would download that, edit it, add all the post-production stuff, lower thirds, chop it up, do timestamps, do intros, outros, all this other stuff, cut out the fluff, send it to the script, get the text, mainly for the sermon, and then put that up there, and then upload that. And then now you've already used it, because you know, if you made a flub, anything happened in the live stream, you used the post-production to correct all that stuff. But again, the best way is to get all this stuff done live so that you don't have to do that. Back to Otis here. We do a lot of pre-production work to minimize post-production. We need to focus on time steps. Exactly. The idea is you put as much possible. So I don't know if y'all saw the video. I did it on Facebook, and then I did another one on YouTube that shows how to use DaVinci Resolve lower thirds and send them to your live stream. That's something that I'm working to do as soon as I have another computer that I need to actually edit and put that up and put another graphics card, another mini monitor in there so I can send it so we can do that. But that's the whole goal. Do all of the graphics live as best as you possibly can. We're going to start doing video announcements as well to cut down all the time as well in service as well. Indy, yes. Will the live comment stay within the editing? Well, no. If you want to see the comments that are going live, you need to keep the live stream. If you're editing, none of that stuff is going to be moved over. YouTube has not made a way for you to, like Vimeo will allow you to upload a version of a video. So if you send out one link, that link will stay the same, but you can change what the video is like. So all the comments, all that stuff is going to be there. The method I'm talking about, all the comments are gone. So if you want to keep the comments, then don't do the unlisted, which reminds me, I need to go back and uncheck that because I don't mean to do that right now. All right, so we check that back. So that's just one of those things that you have a lot of tools that you need to play around with. It's not just hitting the on air. That's a good beginning. This is what the post-production is. How much better can we make our stuff? Because if you want people to digest and read and listen and absorb the content that's coming from your ministry, the least we can do is prepare the table for them. Hand them a fork, hand them a knife, hand them a napkin or something. So when they sit down to dine, they're prepared. What's that? Your timestamps. Cut out the fluff as best as possible, because when it comes to whatever you're doing online, you got 3 seconds. Think about the last time you watched a video. At least when I go on YouTube, if it doesn't hold my attention in 3 seconds, I'm gone. And you got to think, if you have dead air in your service, like, again, I was talking to my pastor about this. I don't make decisions without me running it past my pastor first. The devotional or altar call at the end, that's boring for people to watch. That's something great if you're able to participate with it. So for us, this Sunday, I actually cut the live stream and ended it while that was going on, because it's just everybody just standing there. It's more of a spirit, the atmosphere that's being set. That really doesn't convey that well. But what we are planning on doing is transitioning to a devotional time, an ending, an outro that's catered to whoever's watching online with hosts. That's what we're going to do. So that's what we're working towards. But again, really recommend that. Let me get these last 2, and then we're going to be up and out. Sorry for the many questions. Hey, that's what this is about. Please tell me, use some tricks, techniques to create interesting YouTube topics to let the saints know the main topic theme versus just what you need to do for this is whatever the sermon is about, make it a question. Your video, because when people are using YouTube, YouTube is the number 2 search engine in the world. People are not looking for, the majority of people are not looking for this church, this date, this live stream. People are looking for, how do I do this? How do I do that? That's what people are looking for. So if I go and just give you a sneak peek of the stuff, and I'm working on this as well too with Signs and Wonders as well. So if I go here to even with my content, let's look at some of the stuff that I have on here. My stuff here, let's zoom this in. And I'm going to search for the most popular videos that I have on my channel. Let's look at the titles. Live streaming church services, OBS tutorial. How to live stream multiple people with Zoom. How to live stream to Zoom with OBS. How to display lyrics. My video is answering a question that somebody is looking for, because the question is, people are like, man, how do I set up an access point? Boom, right there. How do I make a slideshow? Boom. How do I make lower thirds for my live stream? Boom. How do I live stream pre-recorded video? Boom. My video title is answering the question. Now, let me go to a higher level of some stuff since you asked. Let's go back here and actually let me do an incognito one so it is not based off of my stuff. So somebody give me a topic out here that I can look up if you have a question for something. So like, for example, I would say you're looking for the Oasis of the Seas, all right? So if I started typing the Oasis of the Seas, first off, you see everything that's showing up. That is YouTube telling you these are the top 20 things people are looking for based on the words that you're putting in. So right now, my pastor's sermon was Crossroads. If I put this in right now, the first thing that's coming up is Crossroads, Bone Thugs, and Harmony. That ain't close to anywhere to what he was preaching about. But how do we cater to that? So what you could do is put an underscore in front of it or underscore after it, and it will start giving us titles and they're like wild cards. So, Crossroad, and then I want to say life. Let's say at a cross. So again, this is the same thing I'm trying to think of. So at a crossroads. This was almost kind of like the sermon that my pastor preached about. So the idea is what to do when you're at a crossroads. Okay, this was 8 years ago. And that's a good question right here to rephrase it. What to do when you're at a crossroads. And then I can use the same thing and say Joshua 24, I think it was 11 through 16 or something like that. You want to phrase your stuff as an answer. You want to phrase your title as a similar question to what people are looking for, with the hopes that your video is answering the question. That's why I do mine as how to do this. So when people see it, oh man, like if I come here, and again, I'm incognito, so I want to do church live stream. And look what came up. Again, I'm incognito. Because of my tags and everything, this is what's coming up right now. Church live stream. And then, maybe I want to look up media ministry training. And look, your boy, boom, 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 boom. Almost the majority of these are dominated by videos I've posted up here because we're catering to things for media ministry training. That's how you do that. Nah, he was not talking about Bone Thugs and Harmony. He was not. So this is the whole thing. This is how you cater to that. You have to, it's not just about hitting the on air. It's not just switching cameras. It's not just the audio. This is the other level of the media ministry stuff that most people, this is the small little stuff that excels and puts your media ministry. And again, I don't believe in putting ahead of anybody. Best way I would say it, this is the small changes that puts your media ministry in front of more people. Again, I don't believe in competing with any other ministry because if we are, we're not fighting the same battle. I thought we were all fighting. That's why I don't compete. We want to complement each other. That lets you level up your stuff. If you got a certain amount of people that are assigned that are getting fed from your ministry, you want to perfect that meal as best as possible. Give some timestamps. Cut out the fluff. Get right to the point of what's going on. If that means that you need to edit your videos and cut it down to where it's just a sermon, just the music, just this, just the announcements, do that. Because again, is it just, hey, I did a 2-hour live stream that only 1% watched the entire thing? Or do you want to have multiple videos that takes more of your time, but multiple videos that are targeted for exactly the people what they want to see. And now instead of having 1% watching a 2-hour video, you have hundreds to thousands watching 2 to 3 minutes of a 5-minute video, but over 7 to 10, different small videos, just of this song from the choir, just of this section of the sermon. Especially if your pastor is preaching longer than 40 minutes, chop it up. No one is sitting there for 40 minutes to watch the whole thing. I do the same thing, but for my stuff, I don't do it that much because I'm teaching for that same purpose of how to from beginning to end. But I still try not to go over 30 minutes unless it's something I'm doing live, like doing a whole install that I'm not cutting out anything. But just be mindful of that. But let me get to these last couple of things, and we go here. Indy saying, yes, I love the 3-second rule. Exactly. I tell my media ministry the same thing. If you can't get something done in 3 seconds, it's a distraction, and then shut it down. If you can't put up the scripture and you're having an issue with it within 3 seconds, hey, that could be that one reason why somebody wants to turn away. So just be mindful of that. Derek, hey, AJ, thanks for the new helpful preset hints for editing. Hey, you are welcome. I already commented on that. Awesome, awesome. I've used them. They sent me a couple of them. Great cameras. Now, are you talking about data sources in vMix, Otis? I have used that, but I have to circle back on that one. Oh, or is that a question, how to use data sources? Setting up teleprompter. Oh, these are the answers when I was asking somebody to give me comments. All right, I got you. Yeah, these are the things, these are the good topics that this is how you want to think of your service the same way. So like if there's a sermon that's talking about, it's talking about how to get your money right. You could do a title of like, how to get your money right in how Christians should handle their money. It could be something like that. And actually, let's play and see if we can find something like that. Christian money. Christian money management. Let's see how this is. So let's look at a couple. This one 3 years ago. 7 principles on how every Christian should manage their money. Very, very poignant type of title. Very good. Proven biblical money principles. Okay, good. Why you struggle financially. This money secret will shock you. Okay, that right there, that's a FOMO type of thing, fear of missing out. That's why people watch that. That's how you get people. Managing money God's way. Great title as well, too. Biblical financial tips. 7 biblical financial principles every Christian should know 2020. Okay, very good. The principles of Christian financial management. You see, they're answering questions. Why excellent money management matters to God. Hey, the way that got it, man, I need to watch that. Now, let's go further down. We want to start getting in. Or here's another one. Ultimate marriage. First off, ultimate marriage gets you right there. How the Bible instructs Christians to manage their money. That's directly answering the question. What the Bible says about money. What does the Bible really say about money and wealth? See, these are very pointed, directed ones. Now, here's another one. I'm not trying to call them out because I don't know them, but Christian money management. Where does that go? Because also when you're doing your description in your videos, you only have the top 50, 3 lines in your description that people are going to see. So like if I go here, so you see it chops off. So right now, if I was going to give him any tips, this space is wasted. This could have been a line of something else that can be used. This is an important issue to deal with as a Christian. Christian money management is specifically. if this line was gone, could have finished that whole statement so that people can see it. So like, let me go back and let me put myself on a chopping block. This is why when you're doing your descriptions in your videos, don't put a whole bunch of junk. So like right here, that's my channel. So right here, we have subscribe, this is this. That's what I have for mine. If I'm doing, like here's one, Bible Study Studio. I have the link directly there for somebody to get. So if we go here to this video,
Build your brand.
and what's here? We have the link to get all the information on exactly what that gear was, leads right here. You got a link to subscribe because that's what I want people to do. And then, or support in Patreon, and then also in YouTube. You know, so could I put this description higher? I probably could. Maybe I'll do that later. So like, let's go ahead and look at that one if I make that modification now. Dates. And we're going to come here and we're going to see what the difference is in this. So let's take this out. Let's put this up here. And let's save it. Now let's see what that video looks like now. And did I close it? I'm trying to find which one I did this for. All right. So now let's refresh this. Hey folks, AJ the CEO here. And if I scroll down, in this video I designed and put together my modern Bible study broadcast. This is similar to the hybrid service, which I need to tag. I didn't tag that video in here. And why is it showing all this stuff? I got to work on that. But again, that's what you want to work on so that that's what jumps out. So let's back up and let's see what that video looks like now. AJtheCEO. And you want the first couple of lines that jump out to when somebody sees what you're doing. So now, instead of it being subscribed, look what shows up. In this video, I designed and put together my modern Bible study broadcast. I need to put studio there. This is similar to the hybrid service. So they will know exactly what you're talking about. So just be mindful of that, because if I go back here to signs and wonders, I want to see what comes up. So right now, what comes up is seeking God, sharing the gospel, serving people. So right now, that's not good for me, because right now, I don't have anything. So we need to come in here and edit this so that we can actually do something else that makes it jump so everybody knows exactly what's going on, because no one is looking for, if I look up, let's actually do this. Let's look up Sunday service or Sunday worship service. Let's see what comes up. Let's see where signs and wonders comes up. Not here, not here. And you see how much we can stand out, because look how many people just have the exact same thing. Sunday service, Sunday service, Sunday service. Okay, they have a name in here. Okay, that's cool. And they got, oh, that was from a year ago. Sunday service. Awakening Church Live Sunday service with worship, prayer, and a new message from, okay, that's a long title, but hey, it stands out. But you see, Sunday service, Sunday service, Sunday service, Sunday service, Sunday service. You know, we need something to help stand out a little bit. All right. So this isn't just something I'm just telling you. This is the same thing I'm working on here as well, that we all need to do something better to improve. Last question here. Can you please quickly review and use and purpose for hashtags? Hashtags are another way that YouTube is helping to sort stuff. Because again, the tags go in your description. So let me go back and again put myself on the chopping block here. So right now, your keywords and tags are these. And the idea is you want anybody that puts in these names to filter here. So if I come here, and I shouldn't have closed my incognito. So the idea is if I put in AJ the CEO, I want to dominate everything here because obviously they're looking for me and it comes in with tags. But then sometimes it will bring up other stuff that's not me. That's one thing for tags. Now, another thing I want to do, and we did this before, I want to do media ministry training. This is another tag that I put on all of my videos, and that's the reason why I show up here. Now, hashtags are a little bit different. Hashtags are another way of sorting and getting to videos. So like right now, these are the hashtags right here. So if I click on one of these, actually, let's click on all three. So now if I go to AJaytheCEO, guess what? How many channels are here? That's 3 channels. One of those channels is Josh, when he's referencing some of the stuff we're doing. The other one is me. Well, the other 2 are me. So if somebody used AJaytheCEO in the search, you're going to find me. If somebody uses the hashtags, they're going to find me. Hashtags can be grouped against multiple channels as well, too, unless you have something super, super, super unique. Now, if I do a hashtag here, media ministry, that is 73 channels that are using this tag. But look, your boy, he got the majority of them. There's a couple of them that are not me. That's not me. That's not me. But that's not me. That's not me. But look how much other stuff is just dominated from here. That one's not me. The idea is you want to, if somebody's searching for your stuff, your service, or this is just YouTube in general, if you want somebody to search for your stuff, you want to dominate your tags and your hashtags. When somebody looks on it, they want to see majority you for everything. And if I do lower thirds, and again, this is more out there, but you can see I'm on here, right here, 2, 3, because not that many people are using them. This will actually put you in front of a lot more people faster than just the search, you know? So this is some other stuff got to work on. Otis wants to know, what about Facebook description? Let's see. I really haven't, Facebook doesn't seem to show a lot of stuff to leverage that. But let me go over here to the book of face. Excuse me. And I'm going to look at, see, this, your video is partially muted due to copyright match. For what? See details. See, this is what's annoying. Like, it's blocked all of here, but it doesn't tell me nothing. Like, it's not telling me what it matched. Nothing. Some of your audio is muted. Applied to 72 territories. Like, it doesn't help me with anything. There's no way for me to rectify it, fix it, report it, nothing. Which is, Facebook, get your stuff together. But let me go back here before I was bothered by this nonsense. So like right now, that's my issue with this. Look how many clicks we had to get to even see that. Like right now, this is coming from Vimeo. So could I do another description? Yeah. But I don't know. I personally have not seen a need for it because no one has said anything. If anything, you already got your timestamps are going to be added automatically through Facebook. So like, here's the one from last Sunday. Here, I guess you could put some other stuff on there, but I don't know. I don't know, Otis. I'm still working on that. Otis says, I didn't mean to trigger you. No, you didn't trigger me. It's just dumb stuff. That's what I mean, I was getting ready to slip and say a Sunday school word. But anyway, folks, I think that's about it. Let me know if y'all like this type of stuff, because again, I don't want to just bombard you with everything, but there's so much stuff in media ministry that there's not enough time in the day to talk about all of it. I hope the little my trigger moments and me going off here gives y'all some tips to make y'all stuff a little bit better, even if it's just hey, live streaming and editing after it, the script. I need to work on getting an affiliate link for that. I need to get an affiliate link for Black Magic as well too. I wish they would give them. I done helped y'all with a bunch of ATEMs. That's why. Let me show y'all my stash real quick. Now, I have a P.O. box that's listed under my the About. If y'all want to help me out, if you buy any Black Magic stuff, send me the stickers to the P.O. box. I'm making a stack of these. These are all the Black Magic stickers of all the products and stuff like that I've ever used personally, or, well, actually, these are all personal. Ones that I've taken the stickers for when I've done an install and stuff like that. So I'd love to just have a whole Black Magic wall or something right there with all these stickers, just to show you how much the stuff, and maybe I can show Black Magic. Look how many products we've used or we've recommended. Why don't you give me an affiliate or be a sponsor or something? That would be awesome. Or better yet, fly me out to y'all studios in Australia. I'd love to see what new stuff y'all got going on. Anyway, folks, thank y'all so much for watching. I'm going to try and do some more stuff like this. So we got about 4 shows that we're doing now. So we have the Q&A with AJ. We do that on Fridays. We have Sunday chats. It all depends on the day when that's going on. I might have that on a more rotating schedule, maybe like once every 2 weeks, something like that. We also have church post-production. That's every other week. We try to do that on the weeks I don't have the roundtable, so I can have some time to rest before I got to go into the roundtable. Then we also have on Facebook, we have Media Share. That is a new show that we're doing specifically for on Facebook. And we just got some other stuff that we're going to be popping off as well, too, outside of all the regular videos that we do. Those are shows that we're working on because we're building up that and looking at bringing on some other folks. So that's not me doing everything. So thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you so much, folks, for everybody watching. Really appreciate it. And if no one's ever told you, thank you for all the hard work that you're doing, because, hey, you are a rare breed, and everybody doesn't come after church and work late, get there early, leave late after everybody else to perfect your craft, and that's what it's all about. And, hey, I'm glad to be in the trenches with you. You're not doing it by yourself, so when you're sitting back thinking, why am I up here working till 1 o'clock in the morning on these videos, guess what? At least you know AJ's doing the same thing with you, folks, because, again, it's not for man. We do it for one person. That is to share the message throughout the world so that more people can know about it. And I thank you for being a part of the team that we're all doing it all together, whether you're Baptist, Protestant, Catholic, whatever. What we say, Otis, if you ain't drinking snake blood, guess what? We're on the same team. So let's all work together and let's go share the message like never before. Y'all have a great one, folks, and we'll be seeing y'all in the next video. Later. I forgot. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, share, all that other good stuff. I forgot to even mention that. Please make sure you do that. That puts the video out there and lets everybody know about videos on here. And make sure you're also asking your congregants and anybody watching the videos to do the same thing. All right, so now we're really out. All right, later, folks.